Hello everybody, welcome on in. I'm Orion back with some more Spell Brigade, and yes, they did release a new character with this game. New character with the 1.0 update. We haven't played him yet. He was in one of our other videos, but I didn't have him. So now we have him unlocked and we're gonna do an all Nelly run. Nelly is going to be the new character with a brand new spell. So you can see Nelly when getting hit, she deals back damage to the source and then she explodes on death. And then her main spell is going to be Bell March. So she's going to scatter bells across the field, then ring them to trigger an explosion. It's a somewhat interesting spell because you have to trigger the spell to you literally have to run into the spell, the bell, to make it explode. It doesn't work like a proximity mine with the enemies running into it. You physically have to run into it and trigger it yourself. So if you're running this as a solo spell by yourself, probably gonna struggle. We are doing a single spell run here, but there's gonna be at least 4 of us. So we'll be able to sort of run around and do it and trigger the explosions between all of us. So it won't seem as bad because there's gonna be 4 people to run around and trigger them. Let's use one of our pins right away, and I'm gonna take the luck. Maybe I should have did that on the luck. I should have did that the reverse way. But that's what we're gonna be doing today. We're gonna try it out. I do have hardcore mode unlocked finally. I'm not really sure why I didn't have it unlocked before, but I guess it turns out that doing endless mode for whatever reason doesn't count as completing the quests. So I had to go in and do some of the maps again on just the regular, just the regular single wave. Oh, the bells can trigger each other. Okay. So you can do like a chain effect there. All right. So that's good to know. So while the enemies can't necessarily trigger it, the bells, like my bell can trigger another bell. So, but it probably okay. They actually have to hit the bell. They can't hit within the radius. So we're going to find out a lot about this bell because this is literally my first time running it. I haven't even done a practice run. So I don't even know what the augments for this look like. I kind of know that I'm pretty sure you can get healing, which again, a lot of these spells have healing. I think this one has healing. And then I think that it gets some sort of defensive shield, which I'm not 100% sure about. I did see someone who ran this spell before, and it looked like there was sort of a shield in the aura of it. So interested to see. Okay, let's come down here. There we go. So we'll see. I'm hoping this isn't like a huge fail of a run, running with this one spell, because look how many times we're going to be doing, I'm going to be dropping a bell and they might not do anything. Oh, I just completed a quest. So I think that means I unlocked the spell as an actual spell that I can maybe use with other characters now. So when we do like a normal run, I'm kind of surprised a single bell doesn't really kill these enemies either. It seems that it should be doing more damage than it actually is right now. Okay, I don't have one single level up on my spell yet. I don't really know what kind of infusions we're gonna do with this either. I guess we'll kind of see what everybody else does. I might kind of fill in the gaps. Maybe go with iced acid if nobody picks those. I guess like I said, I'm kind of behind, so I'll see what Char and I'll see what Char and Wu do. Yeah, because you could put out a spell, you could put out a bell, and it might literally do nothing if nobody activates it. Like that spell right there, I'm probably not going to be able to get to that. So it was a waste of a cast. This will be interesting. Okay, we'll do the damage. Okay, so I have a 3. Entropy has a 3. Char and Wu are at 5 still. All right, quest complete. So let's see what kind of augments they have here. Okay, yeah. So your armor is increased when standing inside a bell zone, or bell zones increase in size over their lifetime. Let's go with that one. That's probably the best one to get, at least between those two, because then you can potentially trigger, not only will you hit more enemies, but you have a better chance of triggering your other bells once you get larger. I'm going to imagine that you could probably level that up multiple times, so we'll see what happens with that. Ooh, okay, we'll do the base movement speed just in case we get offense defense. And plus I need to, well, actually I don't even, do I even, oh man, do I even want offense defense with this character? I kind of feel like you should be maybe a little bit fast with this character, because I have to, because I have to run around and I have to trigger, come on. I have to trigger the bells myself, so if you don't have good movement speed, you might not be able to trigger them as much. All right, yeah, this might be one of the first times we kind of purposely don't take offense defense, just so I could try to trigger more bells, even if it does hurt my damage, you know, at least my overall damage output numbers. We'll see. Yeah, so we just triggered 2 bells there. Yeah, I think we'll do that. I think we'll go with more movement speed, and this time I won't try to get offense defense. Okay, Wu went dark. Let's see. I'm still at level 3. Oh man, I need those to last just like slightly longer. I wonder if there's a way to increase their lifetime, because we increased their size over the lifetime. I wonder if there's a way to increase the actual lifetime. Uh-oh, Char went down. Where's the body at? Over here. Okay, I'm gonna go get it, just because I don't know if anybody else is gonna come, but technically everybody should kind of come, but I guess I'll just do it, because just in case savior focus pops up, you know, it does work retroactively. Damage wise, it does seem to do a little bit less than I was kind of hoping. Spell size would be good. Okay, but let's go with that damage. Okay, well, I'm definitely gonna probably take savior focus now if it shows up. That's already, I mean, I just got 2 revives there, so that's 70 something percent, 70%. Uh-oh, what's happening with Char? Okay, what's this other one? Is this lightning? Oh, here's the, man, yeah. we have to use our bells. We have to use our bells to kill this. Oh man, that's gonna be kind of rough. All right, let's do the base damage. Yeah, I definitely think the base damage for this needs to be increased a little bit. Come on, get that. Oh my gosh, I just missed it. Come on. Oh, what? I just got robbed there. Oh, I got robbed again. Watch me get robbed again. So stupid. Oh my god, I hate this spell. This is officially maybe my most hated spell in the game. Oh my god, this is so annoying. How is this not blown up yet? This is so ridiculous. I'm trying to get this. Everybody else is trying to get the quest. This is low-key ridiculous. This has got to be the worst spell in the game. Is this not the worst spell in the game? Occasionally cast a crit bell, dealing crit damage upon contact. Okay. Jesus. All right, I'm just gonna grab this. Okay, what are we getting here? We could get crit damage. We could do this. Let's see. I'm gonna banish a bunch of these though. Banish. Banish. Oh, there's Savior Focus. I'm probably better off taking Savior Focus, to be honest, because that gives me 70% crit damage. It's gonna take a. I don't even know if we'll get to 70, so let's just do Savior Focus. Because as far as I know, it should still retroactively work. At least it did before, so I'm assuming it still does. Okay, so we have lightning, dark, and I'm still only level 4. Okay, we do have a heal. Someone has healing now. So how does the heal work? So it doesn't heal me if I'm in the radius. Does it only heal on the explosion? Yeah, I want to. Oh, someone has acid. Okay, so literally every element almost except fire. I want to see, because I'm assuming I have to explode it to get the heal. I don't think I can just stand in the aura. Or is it? No, that's not healing me. Okay, so maybe I'll go fire, or I guess I'll go fire or ice if those pop up. Ice feels like it could be okay. I don't really know. I don't really know what feels good with this one. Like lightning, I don't think feels too good with this one. Dark feels like it could be pretty good. Acid feels like it could be pretty good. And then maybe fire. Okay, I'm actually gonna pin this one. And then let's do the spell size, and then let's see what we get here. Okay, acid or lightning? I'll go acid. I know we have an acid. Maybe I'll go like acid and cold. But I also feel like we need some sort of maybe more offense here, maybe more damage. So maybe I should go acid fire. Or maybe I'll go acid acid. Let's see what entropy does. I don't want to go acid acid if they go acid acid also. That's too much acid. Wonder if there's another way to sort of work this spell. I guess if you can do the spell size enough, and you know, all your bells are kind of starting to chain react and trigger each other, maybe there's I'm doubting there's a way to increase the lifetime now, because I think we've kind of seen the majority of the overclocks. I'd be surprised if, or the, you know what I mean, the augments. I'd be surprised if there's more. So I think it's probably the crit, the armor, the healing, and then the extra lifetime. Oh, that Wu, I think, went straight dark. Yeah, just straight up void. This does seem like it would be a good spell for void because it just does like this massive burst damage. So, you know, maybe it does a good job of getting the enemies dark right away, putting that full corruption on them. Okay, I don't know. Nobody's done it yet. I don't know where the pillars are. Nobody started it yet. Where are they? Okay, oh, down here. Ooh. Some of those are lame. Okay, so it's gotta be this one. This is gonna be tough. I don't really have a lot of time now to do this. So one. Oh, did I just do it? Woo! That was kind of lucky. Kind of lucked into that one. Okay, your bells heal you and your... Yeah, okay, so when they explode. So they have to explode. It doesn't seem like it's probably that good of a healing spell then. It's not even if you stand in the bell's radius, it's only when it explodes. All right, we'll just do that because it's legendary and everything else was a super low level. I'm gonna get hit, huh? Yeah. Yeah, this isn't gonna make a good healing spell. So it heals for a ton. And that's not... Did that not heal me? Found the scroll. Probably takes multiple people to get the scrolls too. All right, let's go check. I kind of want to pin this. Where was it? See, once we can start getting a bunch of these going off, I think that will make this spell a lot better. There's offense, defense. I'm gonna go with Vital Strike though, because again, like I kind of said, I think I'm gonna try to actually avoid the movement speed here. I wouldn't mind getting the. I was kind of hoping the luck item would show up, because then I would have pinned this, and then I would have taken the luck item. I think I'm maxed out on luck. Okay, so we'll do that crit chance. See, because if we're once we get enough radius and we're starting to trigger multiple bells, that's when it feels like this spell will start to be better. It probably, maybe it just takes a while, you know, for this one to build up. Okay, so we're at level 11. What is, I haven't checked in on everybody else in a little bit. We know Wu has full void. Char has, I think Char has full lightning, so just straight up thunder. I was kind of hoping entropy would beat me to leveling up so I could see what we don't have. But I might go ice either way if it shows up. Part of me thinks ice is a really good infusion to have with this, because if you have to run and hit the bells, it makes sense for them to try to be slower so you can navigate through the enemies and be able to do that. So I might do that. We'll see what shows up. I'll see what shows up on our next infusion. Okay, what's the objective? Complete the sacrifice. See, this one I would think would be decent for this spell. Especially if a lot of us are in the same area. How are his so big? Oh man. Okay, I don't really need the lockdowns anymore. So let's do that, and then I'll do the base movement speed. I don't need to save them anymore. For what I mean is I don't really need to save them anymore for what do you call it? For the infusions, for the scrolls. Where is the sacrifice at? Okay, bottom left. I need to loop around. All right, then we get the legendary spell size. That's probably a really, really good one to get. Imagining spell size is one of the more important picks here. And then there's another one. Man, this is a tough choice then. I'm gonna go damage, just because it's the higher rarity. I mean, if we just all kind of like hang out in here and keep hitting the bells, we should technically keep healing each other, right? Okay, let's try to get... Yeah, okay, we could do this one. Yeah, let's get the ice. We'll get acid and ice. So we kind of went full support here. We have a healing bell, we have an acid spell, and then we have ice now. Ooh, okay, let's do... Man, should I just... I kind of... Oh, man, I'm just... Alright, I'll just take the cast speed. I have one more pin, but I kind of want to try to save that for a crit or something. See, this is actually pretty good now, since we all kind of have this really like big spell size now. Yeah, and then they do that mass explosion. That's pretty cool. Still haven't completed the quest yet, though. The heal on this isn't very impressive either. Oh, see, I had a feeling this would stack. So that's why someone else had the way larger one than I did. So they probably stacked that multiple times to begin with. Man, are we stuck in here? No, I guess we can get out. You know, we might actually be better off kind of just sort of hanging together, though. There, let's go cast speed. And then I wonder if the armor stacks. If we each have the armor augment, I want to kind of check. So my armor right now is 100. Does it actually physically go up when I'm in it? So 120. It doesn't, unfortunately, it doesn't update. Ooh, It doesn't update like real time. I need to back out of the menu each time. I kind of wanted to see what if it would go up to like 140. Yeah, I just think we're gonna be super fast. I like the idea of just being super fast and going kind of like full support bells here. It doesn't really seem like lightning's probably the best upgrade for this either, because one of the main features of lightning is it does like a lightning strike when it hits enemies. It does kind of seem like you'd want maybe more of a faster casting spell for that. Whereas this one, you want something that maybe like is better for like the burst. Like this does feel that it's a good support spell in terms of going with something dark, acid, somewhere in that cold. I have a feeling Wu just got 5 of those in a row. Every one of Wu's augments was spell size. I think Entropy went double acid. So we actually didn't get any fire this run. See, the heals really aren't doing too much compared to some of these other spells. And even with my Vital Strike, you know, my Vital Strike's not really triggering that often either. Okay, here comes, is this the boss or? Wait, why are those? Oh, because those guys are corrupted, never mind. I was wondering why those guys were running away. So I'm still at 120 armor, so I don't think it does stack. That's kind of lame if it doesn't, because I think more people have the armor, right? Yeah. So it is only 120, so the armor does not appear to stack. It stays at 120 every time. That's lame. It should stack. If everybody runs it, you know. We should all get extra armor for each one. Wow. Oh, I saw that other legendary too. I was gonna be heck yes. Yeah, okay. Not so bad when there's a lot of bells on the map. It's definitely because most of the bells are getting triggered now, especially when we really get this large spell size and we're all kind of hanging around each other. You know, no bell is left going unrung. I guess I'm not overly impressed with the damage though. This is not this is definitely not going to be a very good boss weapon, huh? Ooh, that's going to hit. So let's see how kind of quickly I heal up here. You know, not, I don't know, not like super fast, not that some of the other better healing spells would do. Man, he's only about halfway done through his first bar. See, the bells are just kind of triggering non-stop though. You know, as one bell spawns, it basically, it's almost that it's being popped right away because other bells are popping and they have such large radiuses now. But yeah, this damage isn't good for bosses. We're getting really good critical damage here, though. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, wow. Where is he summoning this? Does this summon in the middle? I didn't realize it always did it in sort of the middle every time. Alright, well, he's almost halfway. Slowly but surely, the next round boss fight is not going to be something to look forward to. Alright, let's do 400. Because we're going to kind of peak at damage, you know? After a while, unless someone really gets some crazy, like the level ups are going to, you know, the level ups are going to go down, so we're not going to be able to scale as hard on the damage stuff, unless someone can unless someone gets offense defense that doesn't have it already. Because actually, you know, I'm now that I'm playing this and now that I'm seeing how this is working, I'm kind of not objected to getting offense defense right now because the bell size is so large. And they're, as long as we kind of stick together, the bells are just constantly always triggering. The speed doesn't really matter as much right now that I kind of thought it would. I think it was helpful in the beginning, but right now it's not really that important. And I think I took enough movement speed to where I could probably take offense defense if it shows up, which honestly I probably will at this point. Seeing what our damage is looking like now, and since I do have such high crit, you know, 51 crit, 402 crit damage right now, it would help to have that really big base damage boost. All right, last wave or last segment phase. So apparently I don't even need to get the armor then. That does kind of feel at this point a wasted, it does kind of feel like a wasted upgrade for me, doesn't it? Everybody kind of already has it. Oh, I hope. Okay, I did get that. I do think I think we have pretty good stats right now with this build. Like I said, we have Savior Focus, and you know, I've gotten probably about 4 or 5 revives out of that. And then we have the Vital Strike, which helps keep me alive a little bit more. Then even though we did go Acid Ice, I still think it would be beneficial if we got offense defense now. Okay, let's do the cast speed. I do have one more pin, so let's actually pin that. Let's just use our last one. There is a way. I did see that there is a way to get a 4th augment in this run. I don't have it unlocked yet. I think I need to find 12 scrolls myself, and then it unlocks it, I think. But there is a way to get more, and then it kind of works in a way where it's, you know, like every 1, 2, then 4, 8, 16. I think that's how it works. Okay, so let's do the bells increase size. Yeah, I definitely think Wu got those right away. Okay, let's go see if we can find. We need to find this last scroll. Okay, then increase our spell size. Here it is. That broke right away. All right. And then honestly, just a lot of these aren't really worth taking, you know. Those aren't worth taking, so let's re-roll. The closer you... Oh, this one might actually be decent. The closer your teammates, the more damage you deal. You know, I could probably go with that one. Yeah, let's just take that one. We're not going to be paired up right now, I think, because the map right now the map's really not that bad. So it's not going to give me as big of a damage boost as offense defense would, but it will let me keep like all my movement speed. Yeah, this is okay. This is pretty cool. This is kind of cool when all the when all the bells are just kind of triggering each other. You know, just a big chain reaction of explosions. That's not too bad. My opinion has slightly changed about this spell. Ooh. Everybody in. I mean, I don't mind that people are dying. I actually, a few games when we were playing on the severe difficulty, nobody was dying, and I took Savior Focus, and it was such a waste of a pick. But now I'm actually getting good use out of it. 507 crit damage. We could use a little bit more crit chance though. Okay, cores. Oh. I saw that. I saw the core and I was like, ooh. Ooh, I love how fast I am still too. We're not gonna mess around here. We're gonna go for the win. Because there's still, I'm hoping that there's still more increase the spell size upgrades. Otherwise, it's just the armor one, which, you know, I think we've kind of determined that I probably don't really need to get if they don't stack, which is, again, super lame. Okay, those are the last two. Oh, okay. I mean, I guess I'll just take it. I kind of want to, like, I kind of just want to take the spell size. I'm just gonna take the spell size. What's 20 extra armor anyways? And since it doesn't stack, I'm pretty surprised it doesn't stack. So like right here, I'm officially in 2 of them, and it's still 120 armor. Whoa, that that felt like a huge explosion. I think that was just someone reviving though, but the way that looked on my screen was pretty crazy. The explosions, I like the way the explosions look. You know, they're not, they could have went really crazy with the effects, but I think the effects are just right. You know, it still looks cool, but they kept a good transparency on it to where it's not, you know, a huge eyesore. They definitely did a good job with that. The explosions look very good, I will say. So props to the design team for that one. Just flashy enough to look cool, but not too flashy to make the game a burden. So what kind of build ideas do you guys have that you want to see kind of showcased? There's a lot we can do now. We're working on unlocking scepter mesh so we can finally do that fence run. I know that's been one of the highest demanded spells to do a single spell run with. So, but we have to, so we can do it. We can now do single spell runs with every spell in the game. But in order to do it, you have to unlock, you kind of have to ascend with certain mages, and then they get an alternate costume with those spells. So I have to ascend with the moon mage, and then we'll get access to the starting spell scepter mesh. So then we can do an all scepter mesh run. I need multiple people to do it though, so you know it's a work in progress. So, but that will come. That'll come eventually. Okay, I moved that guy over, so let's kind of move these guys over now. Okay, you go in. Okay, you go in. Okay, that's how many? Okay, well, let's come get you. No, 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 you're going the wrong way. Dang it. Going the wrong way. There you go. There you go. Okay, there's 10. There's 2 more. The other 2 are. Where are the other two? All right, one more. Oh my gosh, another crit. Oh, we didn't get it? There was... Oh, that's a bummer. There was only one more. Because look how big these radiuses are right now. I had my spells over there, and then I just saw them get triggered by someone else's spell, super far away. We could cause chain reactions here throughout the map if they're close enough. I mean, I guess it's not really a big deal that we failed that one, the only augment I'm missing is the defensive one, and I kind of think we've already established that it doesn't really matter if I get that. Just because it doesn't stack, and 20 armor is honestly really nothing. I like our stats. I wish we had more crit chance though, but I like the crit chance. I like the crit damage. All right, we'll do the spell damage. All right, let's not fail this one so I can at least get an upgrade. Let's go a different way. This is actually doing better than I thought it would, but again, I think this appears to be a pretty good spell for, mob clearing. It does feel that it just is a struggle against the bosses. I couldn't really imagine doing this as a single spell by yourself. That feels that it would take forever to kind of kill a boss here. You'd have to stay in such a close area too. You couldn't really run around the map because you would constantly need to keep your bells next to each other. Okay, I'm gonna do that spell size again. I do think getting ice on this was a good idea. Wow. I can't get hit again. I need to heal up here. That was actually good. Between the heals and the vital strike, that kind of healed me back up. It'd be nice if there was maybe a way to increase the lifetime of the bell. Spell size. I notice Wu kind of comes out and hangs out down here. I'm not sure. I'm curious if Wu gets some lag issues or if he just like hanging out down here to get the kills. Dang, the range. Hold up. Where is Wu at? What is the cast? The cast range for these is huge. Ooh, I was hoping that was a better legendary. We'll do the spell size, the global. We're about 75% way done here, so there's not a ton of time left. This is a more interactive spell too. You can't just run around and just kill stuff. You have to be a little bit more proactive about what you're doing, which is, kind of cool too. Okay, where's the sludge at? I'm going to assume far left. Wow. Okay, this is getting nutty. This is getting too much. I mean the heals are kind of working, but all right, it's getting a little out of hand. It still is getting out of hand. Maybe this is why we were all split up. Holy cow. I can't even really tell where the sludge is anymore, to be honest. Well, we have 10% cast speed or 12% base cast speed. Let's do the 12% base. Okay, where's the rest of the sludge? Over here. Oh, okay, it's all up here. Here we go. Kind of lost track of where we were with all that. I'm gonna do the crit chance again. Fortunately, I don't have any pins. Would have liked to have pinned that other one. Alright, quest complete. Yeah, the way I'm looking at this, I think the best way to probably build this is some sort of acid, ice, and then maybe dark. I'm thinking lightning is not really that great with it, and then I'm not thinking I don't know, maybe fire. Nobody has fire, but fire might be okay. Dark seems to be doing relatively decent, though. Just because, especially if you have multiple bells exploding, at the same time in a large area, you're kind of doing a lot of burst damage at once. And so you can get all that corruption and, just corrupt the enemies. I don't know. You can kind of see him getting corrupted as the explosions go. See, it's just huge chain reactions after one after another. I love that. Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing full acid or full ice on this. I think that's what Entropy did. I definitely wouldn't mind doing full ice or something. Like one person go full ice. Maybe one of these days we'll jump back to this build after a little while and everybody do a different element. Since we're only doing one spell run with this, you know, everybody could get a different element with their rerolls. Okay, and then the whole boss will be showing up any second here. And then this will be, I guess, where the interesting part is how are we gonna do against this boss? I kind of feel that the boss is gonna maybe take a little while to kill here. I don't really know if I need it, but I guess it depends on how this last boss fight goes. Okay, we did get Soulfish. Oh, it's on me. Shoot. All right, where'd he go? Here he is. Level 69, nice. So I have a level 37, so Wu has a level 47, Char at 28, and then Entropy at 32. Let's see if we can get this revive. I don't know where they're at. Get out of there. All right, about 30% done. Yeah, we're getting a good wave of corrupted enemies here, so the corruption does seem to be working relatively well. Oh, wow, another one. Wow, this has been some really good crit damage. Uh-oh, I hope we're not getting ourselves, like, trapped here, though. It's over halfway. Everybody run! We're all trying to escape out of that. Shit. Okay, let's go reposition ourselves. This fight's going a little bit better, but I also think because it's Soulfish, he's, you know, the slightly easier fight. We are starting to get kind of surrounded a little bit. I don't know if I need to leave or not. I don't think so. No, I don't. It's kind of like just trust the explosions, you know? Just let them go off, kill the weaker enemies. And then trust that you're gonna get your heals. And is that on me? No, it's on Char. Oh, he's dead here now, huh? Wow, let's go. That went pretty well. Let's see if I'm pretty sure we can die. Right? How come I'm not really getting hit here? Can I really not die? No, I think I think I just died, right? All right, let's go through the last of our revives here and call it a day. We might actually be able to finish the game, you know, the way it was intended, with all of us dying. All right, so I'm gonna get back up. I'm gonna revive, and then I'm gonna revive entropy. That way we actually use our revives. And then call it a day. There we go. We actually, oh wait, we didn't. Ooh, those explosions are pretty good. Complete the hardcore mission of Verdant Meadows with a devotion of at least what? I had a Steam achievement pop up at the exact same time. Okay, so this spell is now available with any wizard. Find China Nelly. I love it. An old form of this wizard has revealed itself to be worn as an outfit. Mana Drow. Oh, so this is a new... What is this? Prove your worth, bind this child covenant, and increase your devotion. Cool. Okay, so let's check out stats here. We ended up with 104 movement speed. We did have a little bit more damage. It says 45, but we did get a little bit more. because had that friendly. So every time we were close to someone, we got extra. And we actually had really good stats here. 72% crit chance, 702 crit damage, 61 million damage. Wow. I wonder if they had, I'm surprised I'm the lowest. I guess, well, maybe I'm not surprised. I had acid cold. I guess I shouldn't be that surprised. Wu had, let's see, I want to see their stats. Wu had 69 crit chance, 482 crit damage, 125% damage. Char had, I'm looking right now. Oh, nope, that's the wrong screen. Where's your screen at, Char? Char had 243 damage. So Char definitely had offense defense. 83 crit chance. 377 crit damage. So those are pretty good stats. I think that's it. I don't think Entropy posted theirs. Yeah, so I guess it's not... I actually thought I would be a little bit higher on the list just because I had such good crit damage. But I think the fact that I went ice and acid is probably why my damage was the lowest. Yeah, and so I can't remember. I think Entropy, someone went lightning, someone went double acid, and then Wu, I know, went dark. So there we go. That's it. That was a pretty cool spell. I liked it more than I thought I would, but I think it's also because we had 4 people and we had 4 bells. I couldn't imagine wanting to play this. It almost seems like you need to have multiple people with bells to make it fun and worthwhile, especially since they can kind of trigger each other. If you just had one person with bells, I don't know. That wouldn't feel as good to me because the heals aren't really that good. The armor buff isn't really that good, but I guess it is a relatively decent, ice spell. So we'll see. But there we go. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy these videos, please like, subscribe, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.